Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're gonna be watching Angel Season 1 Episode 7 called Bachelor Party. I'm guessing Angel's gonna go undercover at a bachelor party, which could be really interesting in the sense of, are we gonna get a drunk Angel again? Perhaps. That was something that they presented in the first episode that was just so hilarious that I kind of want to see more of it, and this would definitely make him come out of his comfort zone, having to socialize. It's always fun to get to see these characters in, situations that they clearly don't want to be in. And when I went to check the guide, I saw that this episode was underlined, which means that it's sort of a crossover with Buffy. So I'm definitely curious because it doesn't feel like the point in the story that I would expect a crossover, especially given what just happened in the last two Buffy episodes. I'm still trying to process that. It really feels like they're setting up the big bad of Buffy of that season, and I'm guessing that this episode is where we're going to be setting up the Angel big bad, which I wasn't sure there was going to be one. The ending of the previous episode did show that Wolfram and Hart is aware of Angel's existence, and so I'm guessing that while we see Angel possibly be undercover at a bachelor party this episode, it also feels like we're going to have to somewhat address Wolfram and Hart's plans for Angel and how that's going to work out. And this is the part where I am confusion. I'm not sure if Wolfram and Hart is going to eventually cross over to Buffy. I'm trying to make sense of it in my head, what could connect these two episodes. Well, I guess there are three. And I know that I shouldn't be stressing out about this. I know I'm going to figure it out, but you guys know me by now. You know that I'm curious. And so I definitely want to see how it's going to be like to have a crossover that sort of starts with Angel, that it's more than 2 episodes, it's 3. I'm definitely a little bit scared because, like I said, the Buffy episodes were so big that maybe these Angel episodes are also going to be intense, but I guess I gotta watch to find out. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Let's do it. If you have not seen the entirety of Angel, please do not watch my reaction videos. I have seen the later seasons, and I may speak of spoilers, so be careful.
Anything, please. I just can't sit around here while...
Well, I still into the night with my incredibly more wealthy than you, Prince. Makes your little life look a tad drab, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, just because he has money doesn't mean he can make you happy.
I'll have you know that Pierce has a lot more than money. He has a home in Montecito, a Mercedes CLK 320, and a place in the hills with a lap pool.
Since you put it that way.
Damn.
Okay, well, if I'm not here in the morning, you can just clear out my desk. I'll be moving on up.
I love her. She's just corny.
Angel, Doyle, Pierce. Bye.
Pierce, please don't be supernatural.
I trade, futures and options markets.
Good. Out for dinner.
Le Petit Renard.
Oh, right. Nice spot. Duck is dry.
So how late will you be?
Don't wait up.
Oh, damn.
Don't mind them.
Not to mention the fact that half of them are demons. I'm sure if Cordy found out about that, my chances would be worse than 0.
Was it
Wow.
Buffy?
She's something. Is it an old squeeze yours?
Yeah.
I'm really gonna need them not to put me all up in my Angel feelings when I am clearly suffering about Willow and Oz right now. Why would they do this to me? Why would they mention Buffy? I guess this is sort of the crossover. I guess this is what they mean by it. I'm not sure there's gonna be much more other than that, but I just wanted to say that shit hurts. I don't want to see Buffy in a little picture that makes me all nostalgic and reminds me that Angel is still very much in love with her. I don't want to see it. Thank you, but no thank you.
Ma, not really sure about this neighborhood.
You're right.
Oh, Lord.
It's crappy.
He just runs away. Cordelia's there, sir. Oh, yeah.
Hey! I'm the one you followed here. It's me you want.
Stay close. Are you okay?
I'm fine. That was... You were so brave.
You think you can say that again without so much shock in your voice? You're stepping on a moment of manliness here.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Surprised?
grateful.
Cordelia. It's the same thing that happened to Wes, where like whenever somebody saves her, she immediately feels like turned on by that, I guess. But like, ma'am, clearly you and Doyle, like there was nothing there, and she just creates those sparks out of just nothing.
But all of a sudden, rich and handsome isn't enough for me. Now I expect a guy to be all brave and interesting. And it's your fault, both of you.
Well, maybe not. Maybe you're changing, and that could be a good thing.
Or disastrous. As if I wasn't confused enough. But you know the first thing he asked? Are you okay?
Oh, sweet.
I mean, that's like...
Look at Angel's
substance,
face.
right?
Well, there's definitely more to Doyle than meets the eye.
So I've got to kill myself. I swore when I went down this road with Xander Harris, I'd rather be dead than date a fixer-upper again. Still, maybe you're right. Maybe Doyle does have hidden depths. I mean, really, really hidden. But depths. Maybe you don't actually have zero potential.
Wow, Cordelia, thanks.
That's not... What I'm trying to say is that I really appreciate what you did last night. And,
He's gonna faint.
I was thinking maybe we could... If you're looking for angel investigations, this is it. But we're kind of in the middle of something. Can you give us 5 minutes? Hey, Francis.
What
Harry.
now?
Francis?
Harry?
Where you been? Cordelia, this is Harry,
Don't say it.
my wife.
Oh, why are you doing this to me? That's so messy.
Let's just hug and be happy to see each other.
Oh no, poor Cordelia, she's always...
You look
Filhos da
good.
puta.
Yep, you too.
I thought you were going to stay in the car.
I know, but admit, curiosity got the better of me. Hey, Richard Straley, I've heard so much about you. Say, you left out the part about him being such a handsome fellow.
I'm not.
Oh, you are, really.
I know Doyle. He is.
I love that every man on
Oh,
this
that's
show
more like it.
has a crush on Angel.
Not that you're not a very good-looking man.
Richard, just
Sir.
shake his hand.
Forgive me, not quite myself. What with the wedding only a few days off now.
If you don't
By the
shut
way-
your mouth.
I didn't come here for your approval.
Then why? To see my face when I found out? See if it cut?
Of course not. I would never. I need you to sign these.
Divorce papers.
Had to happen.
You know, when things go wrong and you're young like that, you don't just say, hey, thanks for the blender, I wish you well. You fight. You tear each other apart until one of you can't take it.
Oh, he's thinking about
Well, she did the
Buffy.
walking. But she had reason. I wasn't exactly the man she married. I changed.
You shouldn't blame yourself for that. I mean, you were kids. It's only natural.
What, the sneeze and sprout demon face? That's decidedly unnatural, my friend.
Is he actually bad? I thought Doyle was like completely reading into things. Way to look sketchy as hell. Okay.
Doing?
Right there, Pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
He's a demon!
Well, yeah. Oh,
You know?
Oh.
honey.
He was coming at you. He had a knife.
That was for the box strings.
What about the package, huh? From the man with the cigar.
You followed him?
That was for the restaurant.
Richard and his family own this restaurant. They're Animovic demons, peaceful clan, totally assimilated into our culture.
Harry's an ethnodemonologist. And a damn fine one, too. We met while she was scouting clans in North America.
You study
Damn.
demons? That's your profession.
Do you have a problem with it?
No,
I just...
Please join us.
Doyle
Angel
said...
That when he went
Investigations.
through his change, I freaked. Which is true. But after I adjusted and I realized here's this whole rich, interesting world just waiting to be explored.
But you didn't tell him that.
Of course I did. I even tried to get him to go out, meet other demons, at least go to one mixer, you know? But he couldn't accept himself. Or them.
Bring out the food, then drink.
Yeah.
Then comes the stripper. Darts. And then we have the ritual eating of the first husband's brains. And then charades.
Wait, what was that? Charades?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Really? Oh, I think it'd be fun.
All right.
I literally can't.
Sometimes it felt like I was one of his students.
That's funny. For a moment, I thought you said one of Doyle's students.
It wasn't fun being treated like a third grader, believe me.
Grade
He
third
wasn't.
taught Doyle taught third grade. The kind with children?
Well, yeah.
Are you sure he wasn't just held back and used that as a cover story?
Francis got his teaching credentials before we even met at the food bank.
Okay. Soup Kitchen. Now that sounds like the Doyle I've come to know and revile. You're about to tell me he ran it, aren't you?
He was just a volunteer. That's where he got the idea for the whole We Are the World thing. I'm kidding about that part.
Come on, girls. It's pornographic Pictionary time.
Oh! Okay.
Their ways are not our ways.
This woman's gonna end up saying that Doyle's a demon, isn't she?
I could check the family library.
Thanks.
How did he memorize what they said and know exactly what language it
Excuse
was?
me,
Shit.
what's your problem?
No problem.
Are you disrespecting me?
No.
So now I'm a liar?
Yeah! Fight back. Not very kind.
Man can't hold his liquor.
And now, well, we both have a second chance. Her to be happy and me not to stand in the way. I guess what I'm trying to say to you is that I give you my blessing, Richard.
Oh fuck. Take it back.
I bless you.
Oh, take it back.
So long as we skip the hug thing.
Hey, everyone, great news. Doyle gives his blessing, he consents.
Fuck. Not to brain surgery.
To Doyle.
Oh no. Oh no, no, that's not good.
Great, really, but you know I can't reach the pretzels.
Oh
Well,
no.
I just want to say how incredibly moved I am by your sacrifice. I hope that doesn't make me less of a man in your eyes.
Sacrifice? Huh?
Richard said having the former husband present was some sort of tradition. I was just wondering.
Well, they're certainly not going to eat your ex-husband's brains. For instance.
I see. Now I'm not so sure I even want to eat your brains.
Don't be petulant, Richard. You'll eat his brains. He can't take back a blessing. Now, apologize to your friend.
He's right, that was rude. I'd be honored to eat your brains.
Oh, there we go.
Well, I guess we're ready. Richard, you care to make the first cut?
Ready to get beaten up by Angel? Yes, there you are. Come on, Angel. Come on. There we go.
Party's over.
That's my boy.
You brought a vampire to my brother's bachelor party?
Oh, she's gonna see it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You horrible, ugly demon people.
Oh no, shit! Cordelia!
It is so not okay. Doyle! Oh, look what they did to you. Someone has to go out there and cheer him up. Oh, please. Someone with a heartbeat.
Aww.
Hi, Doyle. Are you gonna become loser pining guy like full-time now? Because, you know, we already have one of those around the office.
Hey.
And she says she has a heart.
He can get away with it. He's tall, and look at the way clothes hang on him. But you...
Oh, okay, I think you've cheered us up enough.
You can't live in the past. You gotta move on. Let it go. Forget it. Not my fault.
He's having a vision.
At this hour?
Another one? Yeah, the episode's about to end soon. Oh my god, Buffy! Oh, oh. Oh.
What'd you see?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, is he gonna have to go back to Sunnydale? Oh my god. Oh my god. This totally means that he has to go back to Sunnydale, right? To save Buffy. Is this the crossover? Oh my god, if I see Buffy and Angel together again, I might literally cry. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this episode. I have to start with this ending because how can I not? I feel like screaming. They showed Buffy, the photo of Buffy in the beginning of the episode, and a part of me thought that, like, that's it, and then maybe the crossover is sort of going to be the next 2 episodes, because, you know, 3 feels extreme, so I was not expecting, you know, this whole Buffy thing in the end. I feel like, oh my god, this is gonna... Oh, everything is leading towards the fact that Angel has to go back to Sunnydale, right, for these... you know, for this crossover, so I guess these next 2 episodes or something. I'm literally gonna lose my mind if we get to see Buffy and Angel together again. Obviously, Doyle doesn't get vision for, like, every time that Buffy is, like, fighting vampires and stuff, and so the fact that he got a vision right now means that stuff can't be good. Buffy must be in danger if he's being called, and so that is, you know, very concerning considering the fact that we have started stepping into the, you know, territory of the big bad. The fact that it seems like she's in a lot of trouble right now makes me think that maybe she's gonna find out Riley is a part of it. Maybe they're sort of gonna attack, they're gonna take the offensive. Like, I don't know, but the fact that Doyle got the vision is just scaring the crap out of me because it means that it can't be good. But if it gives me, like, a scene in between Buffy and Angel, then literally, like, I don't care. Like, let's talk about this episode, though, because I feel like now they really put me in the mood for the next one. But let's focus on this one first because it was actually pretty interesting. We should start with the Buffy parallels that I noticed again. And am I reading into it? Potentially. When do I not? But at the same time, this storyline with Doyle being unable to accept his demon self definitely reminded me of a little Wolfie who just left a certain vampire show. Because, you know, the whole thing with Oz trying to embrace the werewolf side of him and sort of not being able to and not admitting that darkness inside of him is like the whole topic of, you know, I think it was 406. It's also interesting because they presented the idea of just good demons, which is surprising because I feel like we have one good everything now that I think about it. We have one good werewolf, that is Mr. Oz. I miss you, come back to me. We have one good vampire, which is Mr. Angel. And then we have one good demon, which is Doyle. And so I think it's interesting that they would present us the idea that there's like this whole clan of demons who are all nice and who don't really do sketchy stuff. I was like, this is really interesting because this means that like they can potentially broaden their friendships and actually start, you know, interacting with demons. They're back to the same idea of, you know, what makes somebody good and what makes somebody bad. And, like, you can have a little bit of bad inside the good, you know, like, they're always sort of blurring the lines in between them, always talking about that. And I really appreciate it. And I definitely saw the parallels in between Oz's struggle right now to Doyle's struggle. I cannot believe that Cordelia did not see it. That was honestly the funniest scene I've ever watched in my entire life. I really was 100% convinced that she was gonna find out by the end of the episode because it was right in front of her. Lately, I haven't even been that stressed about, you know, finding out this specific information because I've been so worried about Kate finding out about Angel. But now I'm really stressed because it almost feels like she's trusting Doyle so much and almost even has a little bit of a crush on him that she is gonna be shocked to the fucking core when she finds out, you know, the truth. I did mention Harry, so I feel like we should talk a little bit about her because I think she was such an interesting character. You know, when they said that she studied demons, I was like, ma'am, you are so cool. And I really wanted her to join Angel Investigations, but the way that they set her up in this episode, it felt like she was just going to be there for one episode to sort of stir some drama, to give us some backstory on Doyle and then leave. So I definitely think her story is over in the show, but I really wish she would stay. Like, can you imagine how helpful she would be to them, knowing all the demon information, being good in dealing with them? Like, she could be such an asset that they should invest on. That makes it seem like she is not a human being. I'm so sorry for objectifying you like this, Miss Harry. It would be very fun to eventually, at some point in the season, to see Harry come back because they need their help. You know, like they call Harry up and they're like, can you help us with this demon? You know, like she would be a character that I could definitely see her coming back for a few episodes here and there, kind of like how Amy did. Because now that they know that she is like this really good person with demons, then they know that she's a good resource. So who knows, but I hope I get to see her again. We got to see both the sketchy sides of his past, which, you know, there's something going on in there and there's people sort of hunting him down. And then we also got to see, like, I want to say the nicer parts of his past, like his past relationship, even though it wasn't super nice because obviously they had their troubles, it didn't really work out. It's fun because this episode gave us, I want to say, some answers about his past, and we got to know a little bit more of him while still not answering anything that they had presented a few episodes ago, you know, about this whole money situation, about people running after him. So it's like, we're confused, we don't exactly know what's happening, but we know a little bit more about who he is, and I guess we're more reassured about the fact that he's a good guy, even if his past may seem a little bit sketchy. And I have to say that I think, you know, the talking stick from the last episode still has a little bit of an effect on Angel, because he was actually being very sweet this episode. When Cordy was talking to him about Doyle, he was really making some faces of somebody who was shipping them so hard, and it almost made me want to ship them. And I'm like, sir, we don't even go there. Like, I don't want them to be together. And just the way that he was sort of supporting Doyle and Ashley being the one with feelings, even though Cordy is like right there. Like, they got a human, and somehow the vampire has more feelings, more tact. Yeah, this episode, it was less about Angel being the hero that everybody needs, but more of Angel being the friend that everybody needs. Like, the supportive friend to both Doyle, to Cordy. And I really dig that part of him. You know, he was so defensive over Cordelia when she was going on a date. Like, I like that side of him where he's like protective about the people that he cares about. I have been talking about this back and forth in between Doyle and Cordy, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I have no idea what's happening. And then in the beginning of the episode, they set up that Cordy sort of likes him, and so I was like, well, at least I have an answer. It's not an answer that I like, but at least I have one. And then at the end of the episode, I feel like I'm back to nothing, because it's like, she was just sort of projecting the, you know, the hero complex onto him, and that's why she sort of had a crush. I don't think she actually likes him. I definitely felt a sort of chemistry in between Doyle and Harry that I don't feel with Doyle and Cordy. I feel like they don't have that, like, about them. Really, really reminds me of everything she had with Wes. Where is Wes, by the way? Because, oh my god, I forgot about him. I guess Wes is like a season 2 addition. But I'm sad because now that I'm thinking about it, I really do miss Mr. West. So, sir, when are you going to come back to me? When are we going to see you in Angel? Because that's going to be really fun. I was so convinced that this episode was going to establish Wolfram and Hart as the big bad, sort of. And they didn't talk about them at all. I was, like, so convinced because Buffy had sort of just set up what looks like the big bad. I was like, you know, time for Angel to do the same, I guess, maybe, possibly. And they were like, nah, not really. So they still kept me hanging about what's going on with, like, Angel and Wolfram and Hart, because this was a really big twist in the last episode. Like, it was a really big thing that they left us with. The fucking audacity. Like, if you're gonna leave me with a cliffhanger like this and already make me wait, like, more than a week to watch the next episode because of the watching schedule, like, the least you can do is that the next time the show is on, you gotta show me what that was about and answer my questions, because now it's like, now I gotta go back to Buffy, and then the questions will only, you know, keep happening, and I still don't have my answers about Angel and Wolfram and Hearts and what the heck is happening, and then there's also the Initiative, and then now Buffy's in trouble, and so I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I think, ooh, the name of the next episode is I Will Remember You. God fucking damn it. It's a Bangel title, isn't it? That's, I was gonna say it reminds me of Buffy, but I don't know if we're there yet. And then I just realized, like, oh yeah, like 1 second ago I was talking about the crossover. So yeah, definitely feels like a Bangel title. And I am so excited to keep watching right now because I feel like the crossovers end up being some of my favorite episodes because it just, I love the way that it connects the shows, and I'm excited to see how it's gonna connect because even though we understood a little bit from Oz's episode, this one is actually going to be on like both shows, and so I guess we're going to see. I'm definitely curious, so I hope I will see you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye.